welcome back to the channel. Today you guys are in for an absolutely awesome treat. This Mercedes E-Class is having a full system overhaul and it's gonna sound absolutely mega. I cannot wait to share the entire journey with you. Let's get on with today's video.
Right, that's all of the front end and everything done now. Speakers are in, processors are in, amps are in. It's now time to go and grab the sub off the shelf and get this looked at. So we are putting into this vehicle the Miele Pro 12-inch. It's quite a big one. We're going to see Luke now, he's going to build the box for it.
Honestly, what a bonkers system. This car sounds absolutely incredible. I just want to go through firstly spec, why we've chosen certain items in this vehicle in terms of product, and also then talk a little bit more about the real reason this car now sounds absolutely incredible, and that is down to the install. But firstly, let's go through some of the spec. First, actually, let's start off with where the car came into us. So the car came into us with the kind of middle hi-fi system from Mercedes, which in essence meant you had a tweeter, you had a 3-inch mid-range, and then you had one 8-inch underneath as a mid-bass driver underneath the floor, and then you had rears, which were in essence just like a mid-range at the back, and that was it. So there's no designated sub in the vehicle, and you didn't have kind of that equal sound because you didn't have two mid-bass drivers on either side. So if you have the Burmeister sound system, which is the upgraded version of this particular year, in essence you get two mid-bass drivers underneath your feet area in essence. So let's just go through then what we've changed. So in terms of that higher end frequencies, client was after just a lot more clarity from the system. He did want more volume as well, but just overall an enhancement of the entire lot, but wanted to keep things like, as you guys know, like OEM look or OEM plus, like we do on most of our installs. So the configuration we've gone for is the Hertz Miele Legend tweeter, Hertz Miele Legend mid-range. So they sit in the OEM locations, no cosmetic changes, and all fully reversible. So the system can come out of this car and move to another vehicle. Then actually underneath the floor, so this car only came with one, but we've actually added the secondary one in to give a more of a balanced feel in essence, and there is actually space behind there as well. You've got two 8-inch Audison Prima drivers made into custom enclosures that sit underneath the pedals, and these absolutely kick. For some people, you actually don't need a sub in the vehicle. For a lot of people that you do need a sub in the vehicle, really depends on your music taste, what you listen to. What I normally recommend, like I did with this client, is you have the option to put the system in as it is with the 8-inch drivers and then upgrade a sub later. But having a sub in a vehicle just adds that extra little depth, and that's exactly what this client has done. He's done all out, and it sounds absolutely fantastic for it. Then on the rear deck, on the rear door, sorry, you've got the Audison Voce mid-ranges, and they are really nice. They give a little bit of rear fill. That is the only OEM location on the vehicle. There's no other rear speaker location, so that is what has sat behind there. Then we've got the Hertz Melee Pro 12-inch sub. This is built into a kind of semi-custom, semi-traditional style box. This was a little surprise for our client. Our client actually, part of the package was in essence a traditional style box, which is just bog standard, very simple and easy. However, we wanted to go that extra mile for this client. So what we've actually done is put a little twist on that. We've actually made the actual sub box itself, and we've made it go all the way back, right to the back of the boot area, right to the back of the seat, meaning that it hardly takes up hardly any room at all for what it is. Plus, we've also made the contouring fit perfectly around the boot trim area, and it just sits so snug in there. It's all bolted down, but it looks absolutely fantastic. Sat in there, and it's kind of custom, kind of not, but we wanted to go that a little bit of extra mile for this client. It's his first time using us, and we just wanted to do something a little bit special. And we've got a couple of cars, and I'm trying to do that on as many installs. I literally just sent him an Instagram message just saying I've got a little surprise for you. So overall, obviously by the time he sees this video, he'll obviously be owning it and be driving it again, but overall just a fully comprehensive system. And then obviously the soundproofing, building that better environment for that system to work in, just makes this car not only road noise reduction, but also just an overall better environment for the system to work in as a general aspect. We've got a lot of soundproofing in the boot area, and obviously with that 12-inch sub, this car does have a sealed boot, so bass transfer from a boot area into the front of the vehicle can struggle a little bit. It is quite difficult to get that sound all the way through to the front of the vehicle, but overall it sounds absolutely wicked. But don't take my word for it, let's have a listen to it. I'm going to play a couple of tracks, you guys will be able to experience it for yourself, so grab your headphones.
So different, I hate these people, they're all so ignorant. I hate this song, it's like I'm alone among these friends I've always known. No, not ever, never.
And the separation of sound is a lot better as well. Something with a little bit more depth. So that's with the sub on and then off and then back in. The sub's not overpowering, it's just present, it just sounds so controlled.
I see you struggle like butterflies in water, can't keep moving forward.
I mean, yeah, overall just a fantastic system. The control over it, obviously this system does have a processor because there is two amplifiers in this system. You've got the two Forza amplifiers, one is the 12 channel and one is the 1 channel, easily accessible underneath the floor but still retaining all the space. But I mean, just overall, like that OEM look, that enhancement of your overall system, such a difference. It's bonkers from where it came in to where we are now. Obviously the journey to get to a system like this is all down to the install, the quality of our team when we're working, and the level of detail that we go to when installing. Like when we're securing all the cloth tapes on the clips, we're stripping cars back, we're looking after cars when they're interior, nothing's left on the floor. There's just so many installs being done where parts and panels are just literally left on the floor, chucked around, being stood all over, and it's just not how it should be. I mean, all these fundamental things of the basics, and it's real basics of just treating a client's car with respect. It's nothing complicated in it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. You've seen an absolutely awesome upgrade on the Mercedes E-Class, and I cannot wait to now hand this over to the client and see his smile when he gets in the car and sits in this seat where you have all the time alignment done, where the sound is just immersing the client when he's sat in this seat, and it just literally pretty much gives you goosebumps every time you get in it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.